It is Chair Shot Reality on WrestleZone.com. Josh Eisenberg, Rennell Hunt, the CSR Summer Tour. Did you bring your lotion? Did you grab your Coronas? It is still the hangover from Cinco de Mayo on Thursday. But Rennell Hunt, Josh Eisenberg here. We're bringing back an original Rennell. Justin and I debuted this years and years ago when Justin was a lot skinnier and I was a lot fatter. It is reality check time.
A few beers later.
We look a lot different, but for the better. He's married, I'm not. Anyway, let's get into reality checks. Reality check or not, Rennell. Kevin Owens in the Intercontinental Championship picture is the best spot for him right now.
I would say that is a reality. That is a reality. There's a lot of things that I say from that. Number one, when you follow the whole storyline of everything, yes, he does indeed deserve a rematch. Right now, I do think that coming fresh off of, I believe, what he lost at WrestleMania to Zack Ryder, I believe. I think lost the title then. Right now, he's fresh. With a guy like Zack Ryder, you're going to have that mentality where you're like, all right, I got to get this back. I got to get this back. We see him get cheated a couple times on Raw and a lot of other situations that happen. Even at the pay-per-view, chopped off Cesaro, and they're still, allowing that whole thing to be there. I say right now, you look at the characteristics of Kevin Owens. You look at how his character is just breathing that he's hungry. He's hungry for what? How else can he be hungry unless there's a championship? I can't say that is a reality for him. I think it's the best spot they could potentially have him in right now.
Okay.
So, Josh, I got something for you now. Reality or not, Rusev was the best choice for the #1 contender for the U.S. title.
I think this is a reality. And one guy that has needed some fresh breath blown into him is Rusev. Whenever you see Rusev's path over the past 16 months, he was developed into this monster, this guy that was unstoppable, this athletic guy. He's not big. He's not 7 foot. He can go. The guy can wrestle. Rusev is an athletic big man, 290 pounds, and was built up like a machine, a monster that crushed everybody in his path. When he became United States champion before, what happened? He got to the point where that Intercontinental Championship meant so much that he had to face John Cena at WrestleMania. So I think right now when you see Kalisto on pre-shows against Ryback for the United States Championship, you see this U.S. title kind of fall down the wayside. Rusev is a guy with Lana by his side, could be still one of the best heels that WWE has, and we know WWE is lacking in original, old school, 80s, 90s looking heels, and Rusev could fit that bill.
Let me ask you one question off of that, though.
Okay.
With Rusev, you think he was hungry for the first time, he got the title. You think the second time he might be able to get complacent off of that? Now, is that a reality?
I think
it's complacent.
I think it's a reality he can get complacent because of who he's facing. Because Kalisto is obviously nowhere near the John Cenas of the world. Even in feuds when he had Jack Swagger and Mark Henry and those guys that have already established names, the size differential is so drastic. He can get complacent in that, but I do think that if he has that U.S. title, which I think he's going to grab sooner rather than later, that makes him more important, that makes maybe the next big face more important as well.
He passed the Revs test.
Absolutely, the Revs test. It's a big thing. I've never passed it. I'm a solid C+, just like college.
I have a sticker in the car for you.
Reality check or not, Rennell. Enzo Amore, his injury will ultimately benefit Enzo and Big Cass and the entire tag team division.
Listen, that is a heavy reality to me. I strongly feel that they were on top. I do feel that if that match was able to go to the limit that it was needed, it would have still went over even more. The fact that it got cut off and the fans were anticipating so much, I do feel that this can give them that edge where they're like, come on. Now, I can say this from a personal experience as well, because I remember a few things came up in my own career that I said, all right, listen, we're going to have to write this off as an injury. I'm going to take about 2.5, 3 months off, and then I'm going to come back. And I tell you, that was one of the biggest pops I ever got, and it wasn't even a pop in a singles match, a battle royal match. And they wasn't popping for anybody until I threw somebody over. Now, mind you, I'm in the ring with about 30 different guys. So regarding Enzo and Big Cass, I do say that this can be a strong, heavy reality to them. It'll send them over, man. I'm looking for the titles to eventually be in their hands.
I'm excited to see where they get those championships as well, if it happens in the next couple of months or not. How great would it be? Brooklyn, New York, SummerSlam. Obviously, they're from New York. You look at Big Cass's pants. I mean, that could be a perfect situation for them.
Josh, honestly, I might even take a limo down myself. I might call up Ric Flair, Salmon Profile, get the Rolex on and the alligator shoes. I might go to Brooklyn for
You're almost already there with the style. I can't deny that.
No sleep till Brooklyn, brother. Josh, reality or not, Charlotte is doing the best she can right now with the Women's Championship.
Woo! Yes, she is, because Charlotte doesn't need her father, even though he has helped over the past 7 or 8 months in her development in WWE main roster.
Or 80 years.
Also true. I think this is a reality because you look at Charlotte right now. Natalya has had her time at the top previously. She's had big matches. She's had those feuds. But Natalya isn't as important, unfortunately, unless she has Charlotte Flair carrying her and slapping her across the chest and locking in that figure eight. Charlotte right now is the most polished WWE women's competitor, superstar, whatever they call them now. She's the most polished from top to bottom, from character, from development in the ring, from storytelling, and from an overall star perspective. Is it because she's a Flair? Absolutely, and that shouldn't be a bad thing because she's still a heel. She's still getting this massive heat because everybody wants to see Becky Lynch, Natalya, the Boss, Sasha Banks become the women's champion. But Charlotte right now is the best choice, and she's doing the best she can in a feud with Natalya. Do you like the feud?
I do like the feud. Honestly, I would like it better if Brett was more involved in it because, it makes sense. The only time you can only use Rick so much. I love Rick. I love them all.
I think it's time for Rick to be put out to the shed. Let him go. Let him ride off into the sunset.
Yeah,
take the flight around.
All Wild West music, man.
CSR all summer long. We are here at the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. Fantastic place. Come check it out every Thursday, 6 o'clock. Justin, Brian, myself, Ronell, we're here all summer. Fantastic. Chair Shot Reality all weekend long on WrestleZone.com.
Eat the food.